Hey everybody, it's Machine Man Live. We're on location at Dallas, Texas. If everybody knows that we're at 2408 Arbuckle Court. We've just opened the Dallas branch. I'm going to do 3 segments today. And one is on the panel here we have Todd Lytle. He's at Oklahoma City, one of our largest distributors. Todd, tell us a little bit about yourself and your company.
Well, we're based in Oklahoma City, and we specialize in the spray applied fiber insulations, but we also do Graco equipment as well. We're a distributor for Graco, and I know, but hey, that's the foam equipment we got. That's who's out there, and but we have a smaller line of electrical powered insulation machines, and we do carry the fine capital equipment as well.
Let me ask you something, Todd. With the spray, because this may be foreign to a lot of people that are viewing. Okay, so we're gonna shed a whole lot of clarity on the insulation market. When you say spray insulation to people, just tell them exactly what that means to you. This is something you're very comfortable with. Now he's a superstar in our industry. Okay, he's everywhere. So he is absolutely an expert in this field. We're not going to have anybody that's not an expert in this field. Todd, how long have you been doing it? What are you predicting?
22 years.
22
now,
years.
We started April 1st of '94.
Okay, so let me kind of get this thing rolling as far as we're talking about spray insulation. Okay, so everybody's going to hear blown, you're going to hear spray foam, you're going to hear spray insulation. Well, spray insulation is a product that's done with typically the type machines that Todd and I sell, build, manufacture, whatever the case may be. And that is going to be fiberglass, cellulose, or rock wool. I'm imagining when you make that statement that you're probably talking more so primarily with the great applications by several of the industry leaders. You know, I know Knauf, Johns Manville, they all got
They've got their spray products,
and then a stabilized cellulose product.
Yes, sir. Stabilized cellulose, wall spray cellulose with a. You typically have a nozzle with it introduces water from the outside, and the dry product comes through the center. Fill up the stud cavity. You use a wall scrubber to scrub off the excess, so you can right flush with the stud faces, and then you drywall over that.
Perfect. So is this what about moisture? I mean, does that cause
Typically, you're going to be spraying approximately 25 to 30% as dampness, and industry standard is you can cover up at 25%.
So what you're telling the audience is that when we do a wet application, that we have to get the moisture barrier. It has to be around 25% before you can
cover it up. I believe that's the Insulation Contractors Association has come up with that as a guideline.
The ICAA. So Todd and I both belong to that.
Yes,
Y'all check them out. The Insulation Contractors Association of America. So so cellulose is recycled paper basically in a nutshell, and it's got a boric acid in it. It's also got an adhesive that's built into the product. It's made a couple different ways, but the application that Todd is talking about, for it to adhere into the wall, the cavity of the home. And for a very broad sense, we're talking about new construction right now, okay? There's 1,000 different ways to insulate your home, 1,000 different ways to insulate an existing home. Just for this conversation, that we're talking about new construction, where you would typically see bad insulation. Am I right, Todd?
Bad or even the Bibbs style.
Yeah. So Bibbs is a shout out to Service Partners. Yep. Okay, that's their trademark product. So that's a blown-in blanket system. But now we have multiple manufacturers that do a blanket system. Okay, so and they're all proprietary. So we'll be very careful as to how we touch that. Okay?
Exactly.
So I know Owens Corning has a Pro Pink Complete. I know Knauf's version of that is what?
Oh, it used Perimeter Plus?
No, it came out with a new one. Oh,
okay.
Where's Don McKee when I need him?
I talked to him on the way down here this morning.
Did you?
Yep.
So, but we have a relationship. Todd and I have a relationship with all of them, and there's it's really a contractor's preference. I don't kiss one over the other because I can tell you they all send me a ton of business, and they all.
I'll make a good product.
Yeah, that's really the weak ones have gotten weeded out, and the economy has a way of doing that. It will weed the weak people, weak products, services, and all that. It weeds them out. Okay. All right. So we're gonna wrap up this. There's many segments, and we're trying to ultimately get to the intro of the two new our two new Well, part of the expansion, okay, so we're gonna have 2 new divisions, the capital's gonna be servicing, we're going to introduce those at the end of the show completely. Our next guest is gonna be, as I said, Bobby Patton. He owns Thermocoat Systems here in the DFW area, and he's gonna help us with the spray foam how-to video on the open cell phone while we're doing our spray foam room. So y'all went by here if you're downtown, you need a couple sets of foam, let's go, let's do it, let's ride. And so we're gonna get him in here next. Y'all, peace out, deuces. Facebook Live, I'm gonna keep y'all going. Y'all gonna stay in on the live feed. Lynn Tim, we appreciate you coming in. Click like and share. Share on my timeline. All right, Todd, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me today. Really appreciate it.
All right, so now just do an ending, a quick ending, because you never really had one.
Okay, and you want that to suggest how to get in touch with us?
Yeah, just basically.
Okay.
What was the last thing y'all were talking about?
Well, I introduced the next guest.
Okay, but no, I mean.
We're talking about some blown-in blanket.
Well, yeah,
that
be
type
careful on that.
Yeah,
just
several,
a blanket system, just a blown-in product.
Yes.
Do a little commentary on that, and then just go to the exit.
Okay. All right. So as we were to wrap this to wrap this thing up, and like I said, we use in the industry verbiage that maybe to the consumer, and that's really what this is all about. Is we want to educate you on the different kind of products, a different way to insulate your home. And so you know, it's in any industry, you have a whole lot of verbiage that maybe that needs to there's a translation in and of itself. So we were talking about spray insulation, which is Todd. I'm gonna let you wrap it up with exactly what cellulose, fiberglass. We'll leave mineral rock out of this because it's not.
It's not as prevalent, but there is some applications that use it mainly in the fire suppression
Yeah.
type. And we actually manufacture the nozzles and the wall scrubbers that handle all of that, all of those products.
That's phenomenal. I've used them. So, what do you feel like are the advantages of cellulose fiberglass blown in?
Sprayed versus, say, a batt material,
Yes.
you get a full cavity. You don't have the voids. You also have a very air infiltration phobic application where you're not going to get an air movement whatsoever in the wall cavity. It's a custom fit application. So, because not every stud cavity is the same width.
Yeah, whether it be junction box, whether it be
exactly. You're going to have
electrical
plumbing
wire,
running
things
through
like
each
that.
one. This actually goes around all of your pipes, all your wires, back behind boxes, so you get a completely full cavity instead of voids here and there, and just not quite a full cavity.
Right. Okay. So here's a wrap on that. Is when you're insulating your home, what you're trying to do is you're trying to keep conditioned air from unconditioned air, wherever that may be, whether it be from the exterior of your home, whether it be from the attic of your home. Is that what Todd's saying? Is that most of the time people don't take the time to air seal around junction boxes, around electrical wire that gets cut in new construction. There's so much behind the wall of your home that you don't know about. Blower door testing is something we do here. We certify people in. That really makes the intangible tangible. Something you can't see, touch, or feel. It makes it visible to you. So in closing, this is Machine Man. We're checking out on this live. We got Todd Lytle with us, industry giant, Oklahoma City. Y'all check him out. You know where we're at, 2408R Buckle, right beside the Gas Monkey here in Dallas, 800-421-6473 or what, at Capital Machine on Twitter. Deuces.